Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the brand new Texas Lottery $5 $100 grand ticket. This is part of the October 2023 series of tickets. It is a number match game, and there are a couple symbols you're looking for. There is a star symbol for an instant $50, and there is a 10x symbol for 10 times the prize. Now, before we look at the prize structure and odds, I do want to mention this sunset review. This is on the front page of the Texas Lottery website. And what this is it looks like it is an opportunity for you to give your comments to the Texas Lottery about their product. And so, if you watch these videos, what we see over and over and over again is that for most price category of tickets, Texas has some of the worst payouts of any state that we're looking at on the channel so far. So we're looking at 6 states. Texas is near the bottom of almost every list. And we often talk about how do you let your state know that you don't approve of the product that they're giving you. And so one way is to not buy the tickets. You can email the lottery, or when the Texas Lottery invites comments like that, take advantage of it. There is an opportunity for you to give your voice. Tell them that you've seen these videos and that you know that the Texas Lottery payouts are way less than what we're seeing in other states, and that they need to increase the value of the tickets. So take advantage of that for sure. Now, here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.09, and it looks like on the prize structure, you can win anywhere from $5 up to $100,000. Nothing too crazy stands out on the prize structure. The one thing that I always talk about on these $5 tickets from Texas is just how low the top prize is. $100,000, and then you have to take taxes out of that. If I'm looking at a ticket with a payout this low, like when I play a scratch ticket or when I play the lottery, I'm playing for like $1 million, a big, huge honking prize. To me, $100,000 doesn't do it for me. So for example, in Georgia, and I'm sure Texas has a game similar to this, but in Georgia, we have a game called Fantasy 5. It's our lottery drawing game, costs $1 to play. And several times per year, the jackpot builds. And so several times a year, the jackpot will get up to $1 million. And so you're paying $1 for $1 million top prize. And the odds are better than what you see here on this prize structure. The odds for that top prize on our Fantasy 5 game is about 1 in 800,000. It's probably a little bit worse than that, but around 1 in 800,000. So I'm paying $1 for $1 million top prize at odds of 1 in 800,000. Now, I'm going to have to do a little bit of math here, but this ticket that we're looking at here on this screen is $5. So you have to pay $5 to do that. What if I bought 5 of those Fantasy 5 tickets when the jackpot was $1 million? So I would be paying $5 for $1 million top prize, but instead of the odds being 1 in 800,000, the odds, because I have 5 tickets, the odds would be 1 in 160,000. To me, that it's a no-brainer. I would way rather do that and play for $1 million at odds of 1 in 160,000 than to pay $5 for $100,000 top prize at odds of worse than 1 in a million. To me, this is like a complete waste of money to pay $5 for a $100,000 top prize at odds of worse than 1 in a million. But in Texas, if you win a prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. So this is not even really a $100,000 top prize. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of the game. So I'm going to view this top prize as $76,000. So that makes it even worse. So with this adjusted top prize, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 67 and 68%. I will say this on every video where it applies. There is no reason at all ever for a state to put out any lottery ticket, much less a $5 one, at less than 70% payout. 70% is the bare minimum you should ever see. States can make plenty of money in that 70% range. And for them to put out a ticket at less than 70%, the state is just completely ripping you off. And you have to know that. So yeah, based on this alone, I would not ever recommend this ticket. Now, to make matters even worse, this 67% payout does include all of the top prizes and all of the upper mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to be seeing a 67% payout on this game. And so what we want to know is, what's the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be hitting those top prizes? And in order to do that, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $100 prize level. So if you're just an average person with average luck, when you win on this game, you would expect to see between $5 and $100. Now there at the $100 prize level, the separation is about 52-48, so it's about a 50-50 split. 52% of these $100 prizes fall in the bottom 99% and are available to the average person. There are 48% of these, though, that are going to be included in the top 1% of prizes. Now, it's really hard to hit a top 1% prize. If you want to know the odds of doing it, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 409 tickets would have a top 1% prize in it. That means that you're in over $2,000 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. And by that time, you better be hitting the top prize. So that is important to note. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to subtract out the value of all of these top 1% prizes. We're going to subtract it from the number you saw before. That's going to leave us with just the value of the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when you do that, you find out that the payout of the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 57 and 58%. Again, this does not even reach the minimum that we look for of 60%. So the reason we look for 60% is because, let's say you go buy a handful of scratch tickets. If the payout's in that 60% range, you're winning back enough of your money to maybe go back and buy a second round of tickets, maybe even a third round of tickets. It's fun to play multiple rounds. But once you start getting down here in this 50% range, you're losing so much of your money so fast that it's really hard to go back and play again. And to me, to lose all my money at one time is not fun. And so to me, these numbers in the 50% range are just really too hard on the wallet of the average folks who aren't winning the top prizes. Now here on this page, we are looking at the increases and decreases in Texas $5 tickets. The 100 grand data point is all the way over here on the right. You can see there was a small decrease in value from the 777 multiplier ticket that came out earlier in the month. So we hate to see these drops in value. Whenever I see that a drop in value, I always say, don't buy the ticket. Communicate to your lottery that you don't appreciate these drops in value by leaving the ticket on the shelf. Now you've got this other opportunity with the Sunset Review. Go to their website, take advantage of that link, and let them know that they need to not just not decrease the value of the prizes, or the value of the games, but greatly increase. And you'll see what I mean by that in just a minute. But up here up here at the top in green, if you are playing Texas $5 tickets, which I don't recommend, you can see the best ticket in every category. So for overall value, the Quick 500s is the best $5 ticket we've seen in Texas so far. Notice this does not reach the minimum that we look for. So a really bad ticket, even though it's the best ticket we've seen come out of Texas. For overall odds, the 777 multiplier and the Ruby Mine 9X tickets have the best odds that we've seen so far. If you're looking for a ticket that is a little bit friendlier to the average player, the Super Cash Word is the only ticket that we've seen beat that 60% minimum. So this one would be okay for the average player. And then if you're more of a high roller and you're looking for a better top 1% prize when you are lucky enough to hit one, the 50 times lucky ticket would be the ticket you'd want to play. Often with these tickets with a lot of value in the top 1%, it's going to be tough for the average player. And if you want to play this ticket, you got to play it soon because I think this one is about to expire. The other thing that I want to mention is in red, we see the Winners Club. The reason it's in red is because all the top prizes have been hit, which means I would not recommend going out and buying one of these tickets because you can't win a top prize. Now here on this page, we are ranking Texas $5 tickets based on overall value. 100 grand we see in 7th place overall. So based on Texas criteria or based on what we're seeing in Texas, this is not the worst ticket. It's kind of middle of the road. Definitely not the best ticket that you have. So, just kind of a blah ticket, one to leave on the shelf. I would recommend leaving all of these on the shelf because they are all huge ripoffs. Now, here on this page, this is the ranking for bottom 99%. And let's see, where is this one at? 100 grand in the middle of the list again in 8th place. So again, not the worst, not the best. But again, like most of these are pretty rough tickets for the average player. Now here on this page, we get to compare $5 tickets across states. And like I said in the beginning of the video, in most price categories, Texas comes in pretty close to the bottom of the list. The only state that is consistently worse is New York. But you can see, all of these other states have $5 tickets that have a lot better payouts than what Texas is offering. And then up at the top of the list, you have Massachusetts, the only state that is giving $5 scratchers the payout that they deserve and where they need to be. So Massachusetts regularly putting out $5 tickets at 76% payout. And so we have to ask the question, if Massachusetts can do this, if they can put out $5 tickets regularly at 76% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why in the world is Texas putting out $5 tickets at 67% payout? That is a 9 percentage point difference. And 9 percentage points, when you're talking about the millions of dollars that go into making just one of these games, is a huge amount of money. So one game can easily have 10 million tickets as a part of it. So let's say a game has 10 million tickets. At $5 a piece, that's $50 million total. And then you've got this separation of 9 percentage points. 9% of $50 million is $4.5 million. That's $4.5 million that Massachusetts feels like it can put into the hands of its customers that the Texas lottery is sticking in its pockets. And to me, $4.5 million, that's enough money to be upset about. And Texas scratchers need to be upset about that. I think you deserve better treatment than what you're getting. Now here on this page, we get to compare this bottom 99% payout across states. This one came in at $57.93, so it should be on the list, and it is right here in 23rd place. So a little bit more competitive, but still rough on the wallet of the average player. And more than half of this list, really tough for the average player as far as the money that they're winning back. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets that we've looked at on the channel so far. We do see some of these Massachusetts $5 tickets on this list. The top 36 that we've looked at on the channel so far, this includes $10 tickets, $20, $30, $50, $100 tickets, and we've got some $5 tickets from Massachusetts here. So that shows you how competitive Massachusetts is. Now here on this list, the top 36 tickets for friendliness to the average player, that bottom 99% payout, 57%, not really even close to making this list, but you can stop that and look at it if you would like. There is at least one $5 ticket on this list, so it is possible for $5 tickets to make it. And that's about it for the Texas Lottery $100 grand ticket. Definitely would not recommend it. $5 tickets to me are the biggest ripoff from almost every state. It's by far Texas puts out more $5 tickets than they do of any other value ticket, and it's because they make the most money off of it because they are scamming people so bad on these $5 tickets. So definitely don't buy these. Tell your friends not to buy these. If you really love $5 tickets, find a Massachusetts scratcher you like on social media and go in on books with them. Buy the best possible product that you can. Other than that, go on that sunset review. Let the Texas Lottery know what we think about their tickets. But that is it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.